Well, hello there, YouTubers, it's Melody here. Want to quickly review the Mini Volt by Council of Vapour. This is a used one. I bought it off Facebook, but I'm not bothered. It still works. I know it's got its damage to it, but it works fantastic. Can't show you it in here, just a quick video just to show the device, because my son sleeps in the same bedroom. So I have been using the ecig V tank on it, but I liked it at first, but now I've decided not to like it. It's a little bit shorter than the Aspire Cleto tank, just a wee bit shorter. So as you can see, just a wee bit. So I used to have a mini version of this tank on here. It uses regular ecig coils. It works great. It vapes okay, but the airflow is a bit tight. So I switched to this one to try it on here, and it works fine. Using it on maximum setting, obviously meaning you will not be able to vape it long if you're a chain smoker, or it may not last the whole day. But it's a lovely device. It's got a 1300 mAh battery, non-removable, little pinhole for battery venting, and the charge ports on the bottom. No upgradable firmware. It would be nice if they made a slightly bigger version or improved this to like 60 watts, because using this tank at 40 watts maximum, the battery life just goes and because it's a used unit, obviously the battery's been used that many times, it's obviously not going to hold its charge as long. So this one is an okay tank. It's a tank that normally comes with the Coolfire IV, so Coolfire 4 TC 100 watts. So it's got a non-spill design, so when you're filling it up, the little chamber inside goes up and blocks juice from going to the coil. So it's a top fill. So is this. This has no special thing, it's straight to the coil, and that's it. This has special thing. That's why the juice doesn't get to the wick, to the coils as good as this one, because it's got to go through tiny juice holes. Got to go through tiny juice holes, and sometimes it's hard for the juice to get through, and you see bubbles get stuck. And it's a lovely tank, but I love the design of it and that, but it's a bit tight airflow, and obviously it doesn't wick the coil quick enough. Like this one, it's just straight to it, so when you're vaping, it's just going straight to it and it's fine. Big tanks on this look okay. The tank is almost the same size as, well, with the drip tip, the tank is the same size as the battery. I can't stand that, I'll put that there for now. But it's a lovely device. Would I recommend it? Yes, you can get this in a kit with the actual tank that comes with it. This one is about the same size. Apparently it's got a spring-loaded 510 connection, so I can test that. Yep, it is spring-loaded. Does need a clean on the inside. But yeah, you get your nice little screen. Nice little screen. It has ramp up settings. But yeah, I would like to get. I'd like to see them make a little bit bigger one of these. So it's got like a 2000 mAh battery, or 1800 or 1600. This is only 1300, I think. Some people say it's 1200, but I'm not sure. The tank is great. So compared to a bigger mod, it is so much different. So let me just go and get a bigger mod. So the bigger mod that I will use today is this one. Is the Joytech Cuboid 150 watt upgraded to 200 watt. This is a hefty, heavy mod. With the batteries in, it feels heavy. It's been wrapped, but I've accidentally scratched the screen when wrapping it. This has got carbon fibre wrap, and the size difference, I will just post a video of it actually being used, but at the minute it's just a quick show off just to show the difference. So I like my big mods as well. I've not been using them as much as this one recently. I need to start getting back into using them. And I also have the H-Preve. Now that is a big mod, and that's quite heavy as well, because these other bigger mods have 18650s in the bottom. So yeah, this has got my rebuildable on, which does need new coils and new wick, because I've had something orange in it and now I can't get rid of the orange out of it. But yeah, it needs new coils. I need to get some coils for that. That's my RDA, and it puffs a treat. I do also have another little mod, but it's different. 5 volts max. So this is a standard little one. If you want, it's the E-Leaf iStick Mini. If you want to have a little setup like a cigarette, then this is the one. It's got a screen on it, tells you how much battery life, so there's 93%, and it tells you how long you're puffing for. With the Aspire K1 tank, I use this for my nicotine fix, and the flavour, and I use this one for enjoyment of different low nicotine flavours. So I am getting some Red Bull flavour, and I will review that for you guys. But yeah, there's been Matty P for N8 reviews, just showing off a few of my mods. I also have the EVOD Mega, which is like a cigarette, and I also have the Aspire Nautilus and the Vaporwave just looking in my cupboard. So yeah, it's been Matty P. Don't know what else to say, but it's mainly showing you this beast. Ignore that the outside's a bit damaged, but the inside still work, the buttons still work. So the features we have on this is 40 watts, 5 watts to 40 watts. It can read down to 0.2 ohms, but for some reason this one I got off Facebook doesn't read down to 0.2 ohms, because I've tried a 0.2 ohms on it and it just like, nope, will not fire whatsoever. But I've heard over the internet that a lot of them do fire down to a 0.2. They are supposed to, but this one for some reason I'm not bothered. So I've got this with a 0.4 ohm coil in, which is ranging from 40 to 60 watts, which is fine. Vaping at 40 watts, and it just loves vaping. It goes crazy. If you've got a high wattage coil in here, so a 0.4 or a 0.5, and you run it down, say, put 28 watts, 30 watts, 35 watts, it tends to not vape that good. Even putting a low wattage coil in here, using this, that's 20 to 35 watts. I normally vape it at 30 to 35. I tried it on 28 and it just got nothing out of it, because the coil requires higher. So what I'm trying to say is, when you use one of these, I've found out that you have to put the wattage setting higher. You have to put the wattage setting higher. So depending on what coil you've got, if it's a higher wattage coil, you have to almost probably max out the battery. So you always have to go to the closest to the highest highest number. So this is like what, 20 to 35, so you have to go closer to 35 to get it to work. For some reason, on low numbers, it doesn't really work. If the coil says 35 and you put it on 25 or 28, it doesn't do anything really. If you get my drift, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a hard way of explaining it, but got this little tank for a tenner off eBay. I wouldn't recommend it. I just don't like it. It works, but the airflow's too tight and it's not got a good wicking system, because it takes forever to get to the wick, because it's got to go through this flowy system, this protection system, this non-leak system, whatever you want to call it. So when you fill it up, it won't leak any juice anywhere. It's got to go through there, so they hold like a P. So like, say the K1, as you can see, there's nothing stopping the juice. The juice is just hitting the coals direct. That's the kind of tanks I like, where the juice is just hitting the coal direct and there's nothing blocking it. So it's been Matty P. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you later. If you'd like to know anything else about any of my mods, please leave a comment down below, and I'll sure be happy to help you as best as I can. Thanks for watching, and peace out.